At 91, Shirley Jones remains a symbol of classic Hollywood elegance and enduring talent. Beloved for her Academy Award-winning performance in Elmer Gantry and her iconic role as the matriarch in the television hit The Partridge Family, Jones built a career that spanned stage, screen, and music. But behind the glamour and the wholesome image lay a personal life filled with complicated emotions, heartbreak, and painful truths. One of the most devastating chapters in her story centers on her marriage to actor and singer Jack Cassidy, a relationship that brought both great passion and profound sorrow. Shirley Jones married Jack Cassidy in 1956, and together they became one of Hollywood's most striking couples. On the surface, their marriage seemed like a fairy tale. She was the fresh-faced rising star with a golden singing voice, and he was the charming Broadway leading man with striking good looks and charisma. They had 3 sons together, Sean, Patrick, and Ryan, all of whom would later follow careers in entertainment. But behind the public facade, Shirley endured years of emotional turmoil that she only fully revealed later in life. Jack Cassidy was immensely talented, but he was also troubled. He struggled with mental health issues and carried a reputation for being temperamental and unpredictable. Shirley has candidly admitted that her marriage was marked by volatility and betrayal. Jack was unfaithful throughout their relationship, often in ways that humiliated her. His flamboyant personality and reckless behavior brought excitement but also constant pain. In her memoir, Shirley described him as both the love of her life and the source of her deepest wounds, confessing that no other relationship before or after had affected her as profoundly. The most devastating truth Shirley eventually admitted was that despite all the heartbreak, she remained deeply in love with Jack, even after their divorce in 1974. Just 2 years later, tragedy struck when Jack Cassidy died in a fire at his Los Angeles apartment in December 1976. He was only 49 years old. For Shirley, the loss was shattering. She had lived through years of emotional turbulence with him, but his sudden and tragic death left her with grief and unresolved feelings that would last a lifetime. She later revealed that she never stopped loving him and that his absence left a hole in her heart that could never be filled. Over the decades, Shirley Jones found strength in her family and career, but she carried the memories of Jack with her. Her sons, particularly Sean Cassidy, often spoke about their father's brilliance and his struggles, echoing the same complicated mix of admiration and sorrow that Shirley herself expressed. By the time she reached her 90s, Shirley felt free to fully acknowledge the devastating truth that Jack Cassidy was both her greatest love and her greatest heartbreak. He had shaped her life in ways both beautiful and tragic, leaving her with memories she could never escape. At 91, Shirley Jones's confession about Jack Cassidy is not just a reflection on a failed marriage, but a testament to the messy reality of love and loss. It is the story of a woman who experienced both the heights of passion and the depths of despair, and who carried both with her through nearly a century of life. Her willingness to speak honestly about her past offers a moving portrait of resilience and vulnerability. Shirley's legacy will always include her luminous performances and her iconic roles, but her personal truth about Jack Cassidy reminds the world that even the brightest stars endure heartbreak. In admitting the devastating truth, Shirley has given fans a glimpse of her deepest humanity, proof that behind the fame and glamour lies a woman who, like so many others, lived through love, pain, and loss.